All right. What's up, baby? I've been spraying some enzymes on the floor because I want to paint the floor. I got all kinds of ideas. And right now I'm trying to figure out where to set up the cameras so that I can keep on working. Because either we are or we're not, right? Either we are going to be nice to each other or we're not. When is everybody going to start being nice to each other? When is everybody going to understand what judgment truly is? When are we all going to give each other a chance to fix this world? Huh? When? Anybody know? When? Huh? When's everybody going to stop judging each other and start helping each other? When are we going to start growing food and feeding all the hungry babies? For real? For real? Ish. Here's what it is. I found this stuff. This is like some kind of gorilla something glue stuff. Oh, left them over there. Oh, is that because why? Because every time I leave the window open, so I get air conditioning in the house, I got fucking sitting here worrying about everybody. Everybody. You guys are like, living room, not living room, but the den. Yo, the den. I've tried so hard not to think about the fact that all these people that I've tried to help, that it doesn't matter anymore because we all got each other. Everybody got their own stuff. We all come together and make it happen, right? Which one is this? That one, that one, that one. What's going on? What? And and dogs are sensing something. What do we do? I don't know. It's going to take all of us or none of us. How are we supposed to do this together? Huh? Now, the relationship I had with Roxy, my raccoon, that's gone. When they put me in the psych hospital for 11 days, that's gone. The babies are starving all over the world. I need help. I mean, clean up the house, paint the house, do the laundry, do all this stuff. But still, the babies are starving all over the world. What? Write a book? Put it all together? Tell everybody to help? What? I don't know. Mm, I don't know. Start painting? Yeah, let's start painting. Where's the paint? I'm gonna get the paint. The neighbor said that she saw somebody jumping out of one of my windows with a black bag. How's that? She saw somebody jumping out my window with a black bag. All right, this is my idea. I'm about to paint the door orange, right? That means you gotta turn everybody around. Let's try to do that. Turn everybody around so we can paint the door. Where's the door? That's nice. See that orange blanket I got up? Yeah. So let's paint the door. There you go. There we go. Try to set this up. I still have to be careful because I had surgery on my hand. All right. It's not those. Is this one in here? It not these. How these, this, that, and the other. We say whatever we want to. Ain't gonna make no difference. I don't know about that orange one. Maybe it is orange. If I get something done, it'll make me feel better. When you get something done and you start feeling better, the better you feel, the easier it is to get more stuff done. Except that you need kind of like maybe a quart of paint or something. Even though these are fine. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that looks good. All right. Lights. There you go. Light, light, this light. But still, they have a timer. This light has never had a timer. Never. What's going on, babies? What's going on, guys? You got your water? Got food? What are you missing? What do you want? Huh? What is it? What is it? Don't go back outside? You just don't go outside or not. You were just standing there looking at the door. People are not meant to be alone. We are social creatures that need each other. And the meaner we are to each other, the longer it's going to take. I don't even know how to convince people. I'm trying. It is. I'm trying to figure out how to get this thing back in right there so I can go to the store. Can't even go to the store right now because the door, the thing won't go in unless I don't understand why it won't go in. When it was going in before, no problem. But now all of a sudden, there's a problem. I don't understand why I can't get it up on it, down on it. Don't matter. It ain't going in. It don't make sense. If I open it up, yeah, coming in. I don't understand. I go there. Not going in. That makes sense. That. What do you look at? What do you see? What do you look at? What do you look at? What is it? What do you think? get I don't understand. Even no matter how hard I poured it in, it still won't shut. Why? Man, it was like just fine till the rain came. There, you get it? No. Nope. I hope they're gonna have to come out of there because I can't park it. I won't cover. It was just worth. All right. I don't understand where it's catch. There's something down here. There is. That might be it right there. Oh, that might be it. Dirt down in the bottom part ain't letting it shut. That's a possibility. I did it. See, that's it. Because the dogs dug up a bunch of dirt and dug a hole right here. Besides, like they say, locks only keep honest people out. Try again. Oh, we did pour all that out. Yeah. Oh, it's that. That's what's doing it. No, it looks like the door swole from the rain. Yeah, the door swole from the rain. I don't even know. That's gonna have to have one of them. I need to do a what you call it. Yep, right there. All right. I don't even know if this will work, but we're going to try. Where's how you guys fell? Hold on. Hang on. All right. Everybody still there? Try and fix the door. I think I put the chisel in here. There it is. All right. I'm burning that up. All this chisel and a hammer. I can be the only one. I mean, you guys could run outside, anywhere to the bathroom, and you'll go in there. I don't even know. I don't even know. Hold on. I no way. No way. You be kidding me. No way. All right. All right. All right. Let's see. There. So we can fix this. Where's the doormat at? No. Who comes up? How is that? Well, if I can't do that, then there ain't gonna be no getting. I don't know what else to do. I mean, I do, but I need this. Making no sense. It's not making sense. That was working okay. Didn't rain, true, but I'm getting it. No, I ain't making sense. I get it. A little bit. It's still ain't going no way low. A little bit. A little bit more than it was. All right, that's better than it was. All right, let's put this thing back together now. All right, put them back together again. Oh my gosh, I left the paintbrush. Yeah, okay. Still. All right. I'm getting this thing fixed. I didn't keep all the parts together, did I? Nope. This kind of odd that they would have these two to go in there with these. These screws are like so long. I don't think I'm putting them screws back in that way. I'm gonna do this though. Wait, don't go back outside of the bed bear. It just swole. This door was hard to get closed too. All right. This thing's for the sun. What are you looking at? Let's see. What is it? What is it? Fog. All right. That way. All right. See, dark. Are you kidding me? Ah! Yeah. Need to check it. That don't make no sense. I go cut through it and it don't. So you think you got a lock fixed, you know. So, try again. That's all you guys got to see me. Hang on. I almost got it done. Still don't mean I won't be able to shut the door though. Alright. Oh, shit. That was connected. Alright, try again. Alright, try again. Yeah. Ugh. That's why I didn't have the front doors open for so long. Nope. Nope. But it's got some block in it, but not enough. You still didn't get it in all the way. All right. Okay. Well, but still, it feels better to at least get that part done. Now, you're back in touch with American Home Shield. Who's Fire Live? Fire Live. Better. Now I'm sweating hot. So I got the wire outside, I think, but I can't say for sure. To the air conditioner fixed. You guys, why would you buy toilet paper when you just cut up old pillowcases and sheets? And why are you buying paper towels when you got all these extra things laying around you just cut up? Keep a basket in a bathroom with an old clean t-shirt, pair of scissors, and if you don't want to wash it, to wipe it, throw it away. You wipe it with a towel, wash it and use it again. Clean baby diapers, wash them and use them again. You want to buy toilet paper and paper towels. Or you can cut up. Or you can cut up old t-shirts and stuff. Oh, you're right. Look at this. This was an Izod. See, Izod. Cut it up in little pieces. Use it for whatever you want to use them for. Wipe your butt. Wipe down the counters. Have a buckety these little things. Stop buying toilet paper and paper towels. That's a waste of your money. For real. What's that buddy head? For real. Alright. Will you get some orange? Hey, that's looking pretty good. I like it. Did you guys see it? The orange? I like that. Look, it's kind of matching the blanket on the window. You see the blanket? All right. Hey, that was slick. All right. Let's see what else we got. Colors. Colors. It's the colors of the rainbow. Anybody else brush your dog's teeth? I haven't really started yet, but I need to. All right. I got other paintbrushes. I'm trying really hard not to have micro tears because I had surgery on my hand and I fell and shoved something in here and it's numb. And I don't want to accidentally hit it on something and cause an infection inside my hand and end up in surgery again. I don't want that at all. Hi, booty. And I bad with getting paint on everything. Oh, that door. It's my house. Even if it wasn't my house, even if I was just renting, you can always paint over it. Oh, and the neighbors next door, they got like 8 foot tall lights. So you got a 6 foot tall fence, 8 foot tall lights, and they're getting on their roof looking in my yard. Why? Because they're scared wild animals are going to come over there? Where would the wild animals come from to get to my property in the first place? It ain't like they just appeared out of nowhere because I got grass. And if a wild animal makes it into my sanctuary, I'm going to figure out how to take care of it. Because right now there's cats and there's um, a few raccoons and maybe some possums. And when I let the dogs out at night, they roam the whole yard. So I got to figure out a way to, because I found a baby possum in the yard dead the other day. Well, yeah, dead. Yeah, dead. They put the trash can out. For 3 years, I've lived here with two trash cans, two trash bins. I put the trash bin out, and now it's just gone. Why? Why? Who would just take my trash bin? The lady across the street, she got two, but I don't almost ever throw nothing away. I try to recycle as much as I can. Sometimes when I get overwhelmed, like I just had hand surgery, I've been sick in bed, can't hardly move. Yeah, I'll start throwing stuff away. I won't recycle it. I'll just throw it away. Get it out of the house, get it out of the way. I won't be thinking about it in 5 years anyway. They told me in the past if I wasn't a trash bin, all I got to do is call and ask. The car dealership down the street is supposed to be having a great big dumpster, but they got like four trash bins and they leave their trash all over the place. For the last 3 years, been all over the ground everywhere. Ain't nobody said nothing about it. Pond down the street needs an aerator. This pond back here got 2 foot salmon in it. They said tilapia.
Tilapia.
There's a pond out here with tilapia. And they got it fixed so people could get in and out that gate, even though they're not supposed to go in and out that gate. All right. That looks pretty good. Orange. All right. Now what? Water.
Agua. Agua.
Get this stuff in the house taken care of. Then start doing the outside stuff. All right. I seen it washed. It's that this paint. I can't paint the whole door with this little bit. These are awesome colors, but this is. Let me see. Mm-mm. No. I got another. I got some more colors. Hold on. And ain't no point having this over there if I'm not gonna have the music on. I need something else for music. Mm. All right. Oh, there's that. All right. I found these. I found these colors too. I got a really good deal. But what happened? What? To the other roller. All right. Anybody ever uses on their hair Mako de Gorilla? I know you ain't asking that question. Mm. Why would you? Why would that be part of your repertoire of speaking? Jimmy, Russell. All right, back at it. Now what? Colors. Figure out where to start. There's only one place to start with whatever you're doing at the moment. FM radio. You talking to FM radio? Anybody out there got a CB radio? Anybody know what analog is? All right. Clean, clean, clean. I same thing with the light bulb out on the back porch. Same thing. It's like it's on a timer. Somehow it's gotten mixed up. I don't know if I did it or not. I worked on radio systems, helicopters, but there is a possibility that somehow I switched up the wires, but I don't think so. All right. All you do is put it away one thing at a time. Pick it up, put it away one thing at a time. Got a bunch of stuff in your hand, pick it up, put it away. Place for everything, everything in its place. Well, we would hope, but so would you guys. What time is it? What time is it? 5? All right. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? What is it? I'm still here. I'm just trying to get the dog some food. Dogs are like people. They'll like eat the same thing over and over and over any more than people do. I guess if you get them stuck and they don't know any different, that there's any other flavors, then I guess if you never introduced them to any other flavors, that'd be one thing. I recently broke the bed and I gotta take it apart and fix it. What's going on, guys? Well, I'm not the one that broke the bed, but I gotta fix it. Somebody was trying to put the bed risers under it. Didn't realize you couldn't do it that way and broke the middle of it. All right, number one. Number one for 1 a.m. Hang on. No, no, Roxy's, she's, ever since they put me in that psych for 11 days, it ain't been the same. I don't really know what to do with her right now. There you go. I don't know whether to try to find her a better home. Not like a better home, but like a home out with other animals, other raccoons. But she's already able to get out the roof. There's no soffits. So she's been going out up on the roof, down the tree. I don't know what's gonna happen from that point. What do you guys think? I mean, roll it. Alright, that one. If you want into another room, take stuff with you. All right. Pickles, beans. One day, the whole house will be set up with cameras. But that ain't right now. shy bug. Almost done. Is that right? Is that real? Is that right? Is that real? Yes, that's right. And that's real. That's right. And that's real. R- right and real as rain. Yep. Right and real as rain. That's right. And that's real as rain. That's right. Right? They say what they say. Everything today is artificial intelligence. Right and real as rain. Look, see that? Do you? No, you don't. Not yet. But you will. Trying to reconnect. I told you. I told all of you. It's either all of us, we're all going to be tortured, or we're going to listen to the Declaration of Independence. You want to listen to the Declaration of Independence? Huh? How much longer are we going to let them torture us? Huh? How much longer? How much longer till we all stand up together and realize that we're all in this together? Either we are or we're not. They came in before like it was water. They always do. They always do. They always do. They always have. They've taken my children. They've taken my house. They beat me up. I'm Sassy Grace Woodrow. I am a veteran who served this country for freedom, for life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Not for war, but for all our freedoms. And if all our freedoms ain't met, then what do we do? What do we do? What do we do?
Let them keep on and keep on hurting us. Let them devastate us. Let them accuse us while they are guilty, and so are you. Everybody is. Just because you ain't been caught don't mean you're not guilty. Everybody is. Y'all listening to me? Ibuprofen? They Baker asked me for taking ibuprofen. I Baker for taking a pain reliever, ibuprofen. For trying to teach people how to get along with each other. Is we is, or is we not? Are we all in this together, or are we not? Right? Because either we are, or we're not. Either we come together and we all take responsibility for what everybody's done all together, or we will always continue to blame each other. Because either we is or we isn't. Either we is or we isn't. Either everybody helps each other or everybody will be tortured. Is that what everybody wants? To not understand the truth about who God is? He's smiling at the door. Yep. They know. We know. We've been knowing. Because either everybody helps each other or the babies will continue to die in Palestine and the Congo and everywhere. Is that what we want? We want to continue to let the babies die so that that's what God's looking at? How long you think God wants to see? torture on the earth, been trying forever to stop it. But we, the people, are responsible for it. God's begging for forgiveness. Do y'all understand? God knows God did this. But free will, please stop playing with money. Y'all say you don't want to pay taxes, but you keep on doing it. You say you're tired of the rat race, but you keep on doing it. You see bad things happen to people and you don't do nothing about it. I'm Sassy Grace Woodruff. I'm Nancy, the tree hugger from Seattle, Washington. And the police kidnapped my son Isaiah in Seattle, Washington, and gave him to his abusive father, and gave me a restraining order in front of a civil rights monument. February 3rd, the VA Baker acted me and murdered me for talking about 40 acres and a mule with interest at the VA. They said my decibel level is too loud. Nowhere in the Constitution does it have a decibel level. Nowhere does it say that you must have a bullhorn or a microphone. Nowhere does it say that you need speakers. It doesn't. Either we are all going to come together and change this world and start feeding the hungry people and the dying babies, or we're just going to keep on watching TV. And there will be no more new stars because you can't believe anything anymore. It's all AI. All the videos y'all are watching, AI. Can't trust anything anymore. Grow gardens. We have to change the weather patterns. In less than 20 years, it'll be past the tipping point. At what point is everybody going to stop being mad at everybody because of the color of their skin? It wasn't all the white people's fault. Y'all are discounting clones and aliens and dimensions. And not only that, the earth has been brown skinned people. Mostly. Please understand this about rich people. Dolly Parton just died with $500 million. And everybody's, oh, she was a good person because she gave away $600 million. No, she still had $500 million. Do not store up for yourselves treasures on the earth. Make a difference. Do something. Help people. Or knock on the doors in your neighborhood and meet people and greet them. If we don't come out of our homes and go find out what's going on, the people are being kidnapped. Go out there and walk down the street and see how many people you see walking. Go down on the boardwalks and stuff. Go visit somewhere. Go walk a mile and count how many people you see. Go count them. I'm trying to teach, coach, tell. You can't, prepare yourself for the torture that they'll put you through. It's when you think it's going to be cold and you put on something warm. Just when you think you don't have no glasses and you can't read and they ain't going to give you none. Don't worry, they ain't going to give you any books anyway. And if they do, they're only murder mysteries, vampires, werewolves, barbarians at the gate. God said it was a liar who said only a fool would represent himself in court, herself in court. God said only a fool would let somebody else represent them in court. There's only 5 pleas, and no contest ain't one of them. No contest means I'm not going to argue with you, but go ahead and give me this sentence as if I was guilty. Innocent until proven guilty is a lie, because innocent people are doing the same time as guilty people in county. Ain't that right? So how that's a lie. You're either innocent or you're guilty. You're in diminished capacity. Something was going on. Alford plea. There's so much evidence that it looks like you're guilty. You think you'll be found guilty, but you're really innocent. Innocent by reason of insanity. Temporary insanity or full blown insanity. If a voice is telling you to do something and you know it's wrong, why would you do it? Why are you walking around saying the devil's a liar? Is that the only thing you know out of the book? Because you're a liar too, and so am I. We're all liars. We're all truth tellers. If you're going to save your life, you know you're going to lie. You know Greta Thunberg? That poor little woman, young woman, she got assaulted, essayed by the Israelis for trying to take formula to babies. The black veteran or the black man on there, did y'all hear what they did to him? Yeah. We have an opportunity. This is the first time in the history of forever that we get to see what impact we're making on the earth and how to fix it. I don't know why you would deny that the earth is heating up and the weather patterns are killing people. You want to say, oh, this prophecy is supposed to come true. No, it's not. It's because you're doing it, you're allowing it, you've created it. Burning fossil fuels, running up and down the road, never trying to figure out another way, not filtering the water, not actually caring that you're sitting there brushing your teeth or washing your dishes while the water is running and running and running. What's up? Good vibe? You're thin. He was skinny. I mean, yeah. What do I do? Keep telling you and then what? What? Oh no. Keep cleaning. Keep planting plants. Keep trying to talk to you. I know God's in control of all things. Be strong. Don't be afraid. But that don't mean they won't hurt you, because they will. Even AI doesn't know any better, because AI has been trained by the establishment. So AI don't know that you're being hurt. AI ain't got the type of brain that can bounce around and forgive and remember and do this and do that and curiosity. AI is limited by the beta, by the mathematical equations. But us, not people, we're not bound the same way as AI. We can forgive. AI has no logical type of sense where the forgiveness comes from somewhere other than binary codes. AI don't forgive. AI doesn't have that kind of capacity. AI is not curious, don't have that capacity. AI will put you in little bitty rooms and not feel your pain or care. Right now, AI ain't ready to help us or take over because AI is clinical and AI lies. Outright lies. Y'all know there's only ever been one recorded rabies death in America by a raccoon. One. But if you ask AI, they'll go, oh, yeah, there's this many. No, one. If y'all don't start questioning AI and giving AI the truth, you're making a big mistake. Big mistake. It's hot. It's hot. Now I got pain on my face. And I'm like, oh, whatever. Okay. All right. If that happens, then that happens. There's nothing I can do. I can't. I can only rely on all of you. That's all I can do. Not even my own mother would care if anything happened to me. Not even my own daughter. My daughter's ashamed of me. Because I'm an activist. Because I've learned my lessons. I've learned a lot and I listened to a lot of you. Listen to your stories. Y'all took care of me when I was living out there on the street when nobody else cared. You know why you're not hearing anything about gangster fights anymore? Because they've all been kidnapped. They're gone. All the projects have been cut down. Go look. They said, oh, there was so much crime we had to tear them down and rebuild, but they didn't bring those people back. Mm-mm. Nope. Nope. So where did all those people go? I think that's a good question. Because I got statistics that says on the east side of San Antonio, 49% black, 49% Mexican, 2% white, 1% white. Then in a couple of years, it was 3/4 Mexican and 1/4 black. Where'd black people on the east side of San Antonio go? There's no more sitting, standing, or laying down on a public sidewalk. Public? Wait, I'm military. I served in the military to defend the Constitution. I swore an oath. So wait a second. I supposed to just let the U.S. government outlaw sitting and standing on a sidewalk that the taxpayer dollars paid for? And it's only by the consent of the governed. Where'd it go? Only by the consent of the governed. Only by the consent of the governed. Who's the governed? Y'all keep thinking that you're voting? The Bible says be careful who you lay your hands on and put in office, because you will be twice as guilty of their sins that to commit while they're there. So you think that if you don't vote, you don't get to be a part of politics? Why don't you make yourself ready to vote for? Why don't you be the one to stand up and be a leader? Why are you going to vote for the lesser of two evils? Shit, I voted for Ronald Reagan back when I was 18. Look what he did. Flooded the cities with cocaine. All those poor people in the inner city been done bad to their whole lives. Then suddenly they're going to get a pain reliever with energy. Next thing you know, they're all devastated and in prison. So Ronald Reagan distributed drugs and Nancy Reagan put them all in prison. It's easy to say, just say no. But when Snoop Dogg's sitting there smoking a big fat blunt and you're sick, depressed with anxiety, and you know that DEA Judge Francis L. Young legalized marijuana for medicinal purposes September 6th, 1988. And if you don't believe me, look it up. He said if the federal government didn't give the people the medication that they needed, it would be acting arbitrary and capricious. So in the beginning, it was always about white men. All men are created equal. You mean all rich white men? Not even all white men, because not even all white men, unless you're a Carnegie, a J.P. Morgan, a Roosevelt, a Vanderbilt, they are the ones that financed the wars. Vietnam, World War I, World War II, Korean War, Iraq, Afghanistan, Pakistan, Iran, everywhere else that America been going around getting rid of democratically elected officials and teaching Al Qaeda, ISIS, Hamas. America taught and trained, and everywhere America went, they left behind military equipment and bombs. And ain't nobody gonna tell me, well, if you don't like it, leave. Bitch, I serve my fucking country. I'm an E4 specialist with the United States Army. I repaired radio systems on helicopters. I swore no to the Constitution. I didn't swear no to no bitch ass motherfucker. They kidnapped my children. They confiscated my houses. I've been murdered and brought back. I serve my country. I've got 2 Army Achievement Medals. I'm a decorated soldier, honorably discharged. They've been shoving drugs down my throat for the last 20 years since they kidnapped my children. And the VA is a part of it. And they know it, and it's all in the records. Even if they was wearing uniforms, it wouldn't make any difference because they ain't even real cops. Just because you see somebody out there looking like a city worker, they're not city workers. Just because you think they work for the cable company, the TV, no, they're not. They're terrorists. I don't care what color they are. They're clones. They're getting ready to turn off our electricity and water. What are you going to do then? No garden? Y'all think that you've been storing up in your basement and everywhere else your little supplies? Oh, I got a gun. Not me. I don't got no gun. I don't play with guns. I don't like guns at all. I want them all thrown into the volcanoes. They're completely unnecessary. And they need to be taken away from everybody. No more violence. You will never defeat violence with violence. Only love conquers all, but that don't mean that you just turn the other cheek and, all right, let me give you everything. Nah. Some people need to go to take care of the dying people. Some people need to go help where they've been torturing people. 5 days without water in Katrina? When I worked on helicopters and I know how fast they can fly, 5 days. American government stole that land in Katrina and Seattle, Seneca Village, Black Wall Street, even though I am not given no pass for the fact that Black people haven't actually stepped up to the plate, started growing gardens and changing everything. Neither have the indigenous. Indigenous think that drinking and gambling and pulling oil out of the earth while sitting here saying the ancient spirits, oh, the ancient. Have you woke up the ancients? Because I did. Did you burn a medicine tree for 8 days? I did. My sweet gumball tree. Oh, I went to the depths. I caught up the beast. I made a deal with the devil. I made a deal with God. I made a deal with the demons. I did. You ain't gonna take my kids and think that I'm not gonna go figure out what's going on. I didn't even know nothing about the Black people very much. Not much. Not until the second time I became homeless. Not until the second time that I began hearing stories and understanding and learning. Not just Black people's stories, but everybody's stories. I found out I wasn't the only one that they have been hurting. If you ain't never had your face slammed into a police car, into the concrete, your clothes ripped off, thrown in freezing cold rooms, never given the opportunity to tell your side of the story. And even then, until you understand that the way that you grew up is what has caused this, and the people today who think they're so innocent just ain't been caught, right? Just ain't gotten caught. Ain't got caught. But here's the kicker. Everything you ever did, you're about to find out. Facial recognition software, voice recognition software. But also know this, artificial intelligence can make it look like you did things you didn't do. They've already been able to superimpose people's faces. They've already been able to make it sound like you said something you didn't say. That's already done. They used to say you can only believe what, half of what you hear? Wait. See, you got 2 ears and a mouth. Keep your mouth shut. Oh, that sounds like the baby boomers buying into Social Security Ponzi scheme. Huh. Wow. That's loud. Hello. Who is you? And why is it so loud? Yeah, I have to mute you. I'm gonna have to get rid of you. Yeah. What was all that noise? You put orange paint on. Oh yeah, I put orange paint on. Man, when I left New York City, I jumped on the Amtrak and I got off in Hollywood, Florida. Because, Hollywood, California, and I already been there. But I had them little bottles of, food coloring. Green, yellow, or whatever. Green, yellow, orange, red. No, because green and red make, yellow and red make green. So it's going to be blue, red, yellow. The police going to come out, got drip. You can't look like that. What? You can't be out here. You can't be homeless. You got to go in. What? Now, back in the day, back before my day, even Dolly Parton that just died. Have you heard her song? Dumbing a diesel down. They catching her in the headlights. Everybody was hitchhiking back in the day. Even then, people were disappearing and evil things were happening. Man, I caught a ride with a trucker from where? And where were we? A truck stop, Flying J. Where was it? We came over to pass through a couple of cities. Like, I can't remember the names of them, but it was like way away from all the lights. And the stars, I never seen anything like that. I can't wait to see the Northern Lights. But we came over this pass. Incredible. Then we end up Stockton. Where was it? I don't know, but man, he bought me a couple of cute outfits, bought me some food. He was really helping me. That's the first time I ever got to hitchhike with a truck driver. He was a really nice person. And we've been riding forever. So we get to the truck stop. I get out. I go to the bathroom. I come out of the bathroom. The police going to arrest me and charge me with what? Prostitution? Man, I was hitchhiking with this guy. What's his name? I don't even remember. I was just hitchhiking with him. We just rode hours and hours and hours. My purse is in his truck. Go get your purse. He's like, what's going on? I said, I don't know. There I was without a ride again. And dropped me off in the middle of the hood again. That's what the police do. They pick people up from one area and drop them off in another. That's how those brown skin people got to Seattle, Washington. They were going around picking them up all the way around Woodinville, Renton, everywhere, and bringing them through. Jay. Was it nasty video? What are you talking about, Jay? What are you talking about? You liar. Jay Mendez, P4U, with your IP address. That's kind of nasty. Jay Mendez. What Jay Mendez? What else did you say? Was the Beast the best you ever had? Well, that's what the pentagram on my back is for. And then I found out the Beast is Lilith. Jay, why would you even come on here? If you wanted to be on here, Jay, and actually listen to anything I had to say, if you wanted to still be on here, and why would you say some filth like that? All right, Jay. I'm not going to report you. Let's see. Let's hide you. Let's see, Jay. Jay don't deserve to be on here. Channel activity moderator. Put user in timeout. All right. Timeout for 24 hours. Okay. How about that? How about that? All right. Right? All right. Memories from the corners of your mind. Memories. Now, you know, I can do all kinds of face painting. See, I can do painting. Yeah. This ain't nothing. It's just a little bit of playing around. Yeah. You're done too. And these all gotta be plug it in, plug it in. All right. All right. What we got going on up here? It's all right for a minute. Ugh. Woof. There we go. All right. This paint gotta come on my face. I can only handle it so long. It's too hot in here anyway. All right. Okay. Yeah. Uh, yeah. I tell you, see if Roxy's right there because it's still hot in here. I think she wants a piece of ice. Okay. Mm. All right. You okay? You want ice in your water too? Yeah.
Unknown caller.
Okay. I've been putting ice up there for her. I know it's hot up there, but it ain't that hot that she can't come down. All right. Retracted. Jay Mendez. Deleted messages. Timed out. That's right. Timed out. How you gonna come on here and say filth to me? Why? You should put paint on this thing, because if I got paint on, I can get it out right now. That's all right. All right. I don't see any. All right. Over there. Over there. All right, we got everything plugged in. Not that one. That one's getting low. We'll get this one from. So this was the trash. It was empty, I think. Yeah. I'm gonna go through it. Hugs and kisses. That was it. I'll put it here, but I think it was an empty thing of paint. Right. All right. There. See, part of the problem is I've had to force myself to stay stationary so that this will close. You still see it? Oops. There. That was cut. And I kept tearing it back open. And it kept bothering me. And I couldn't get it to heal. So I had to force myself to stay here and even in the bed and not hardly get up. Maybe wash a couple things here and there. So I was using a few things. You know, get up, use a plate, don't wash it. Even though I know, but I kept getting it wet and macerating it. And I accidentally, well, the stitch in the middle pulled out, but that's because there wasn't another one over here where it was supposed to be. Well, I think it's supposed to be. Them being on antibiotics for 18 days. How does my. You need to go over here. Let me see. Is that wide? A scar. Do it matter? And it's got pain in my hair. A little bit of pink. Not too bad. Mm. All right. There's a hole in the bathroom wall below the light. I think it's Roxy. So I have to figure this out. The walls, electricity. I saw her chewing on one of the wires up there. And I ain't trying to be, living in fear and paranoia that some kind of, you know, bad thing's going to happen. But I have to make a few decisions right now. Like, what am I going to do with her? If she don't come down, is she not playing with us anymore? And she's able to get out through the soffits. Either I got to go out and put wire mesh all the way around to prevent her from getting out, or let her acclimate to the outside. I don't know what to do. Except go with the flow and keep on moving forward. Right? I can sit here, think about it all day long, but right now, there's all kinds of stuff to do besides worry about that. She not leaving the yard. There ain't nowhere for her to go. Oh, I like that with the orange. Did you guys see that rebel flag with a sassy white girl? A sassy white girl. I'm Sassy Grace. I ain't even white. That's white. Is that white? Is that white? Is this white? Because last time I checked, that ain't white. I ain't white. Tan. What? Fair skin. One of these days, when God's ready, when I'm ready, when God says, and we all go viral together, everybody gonna find out that I ain't no white girl. Not like eugenics, not like KKK, not like that filth, not like somebody who thinks they're better than other people because of the color of their skin. Even black people play that game. Yep. Even black people judge each other by the color of their skin. Oh, yeah, by the way, I think that's kind of interesting, something I hadn't thought about before. Wasn't it Martin Luther King Jr. who said that one day people would be judged by the content of their character, not by the color of their skin? What kind of character did he have? Was he cheating on Coretta? Did he come in and take over everybody else's movement? Because that's what James Kelly and the Urban League did in Seattle, Washington, to Earl Adebnam, Omari Tahir Garrett, Charlie James, Kwame Garrett, and the rest. The Urban League, James Kelly, a black man, pulled a gun on Omari Tahir Garrett in a school, in a newspaper. And he's still president of the Urban League and took over the African American Heritage Museum. Stole it straight out from underneath of the original activists. Now, that wasn't white people did that. James Kelly's black. Urban League's black. Unless, of course, there's some white people involved in the whole thing that might be white supremacists. But see, they restructured I-90 and 23rd Street. And they took Coleman School. And in the beginning, it was the black activists that had the idea for the African American Heritage Museum, not the Urban League. Nope. Just like in the beginning, Martin Luther King Jr. wasn't there. Don't say Rosa Parks and it was all planned. That's a lie. No, it was not planned. And it was Rosa Parks, Prescott King, Moses. What's her name? Oh, Harriet Tubman, Frederick Douglass, and quite a few others that already started the civil rights movement before Martin Luther King Jr., PK, preacher's kid, stepped in and took over everything. I have a dream that one day little black boys, you say little black boys and girls, or did you just say little black sons? That's what he said. Sons of slave owners and sons of slaves. Sons. It's always about a penis, isn't it? It's always about the hierarchy with that dick being at the top because we were made in the image of God. If you think God's a human with a dick, y'all need to think again because image is imagination. In the image, not in the image of what you think God looks like, in the image of God. Love, peace, patience, joy, long suffering, goodness, kindness, understanding, generosity. Thou shalt not kill, no exceptions. But Moses said, King David said, Solomon said. Who said Solomon was the wisest man on earth? Y'all running around going, Solomon was the wisest man on earth. No, he fucking was not. No, he wasn't. Solomon had how many wives and concubines, which meant he couldn't have sex with them all, which meant like probably three quarters of them didn't get to have children. Which meant if they got caught pregnant and he hadn't had sex with them, they probably died, tortured. King Solomon said Solomon was the wisest man on earth. I'd say I'm the wisest woman on earth, but that wouldn't make it true. And it was God that made a bet with the devil to fuck with Job. Devil didn't bring it up. Devil didn't bring up anybody, as a matter of fact. You say that in a book that the devil went before God, as an accuser. That's kind of crazy because it looks to me like God was the one that did all that, according to the spell book. Basic instructions before living eternally. Because when you shed this skin, you're still alive in dark matter. Dark matter. Just because you can't be seen or heard don't mean that you're dead. Because his body goes, see, they say they weigh a person before and after death. And how many ounces does he say? That's because you went to dark matter. Yeah, you think you went to heaven or hell? Yeah, you probably did. Dark matter, but you're still a physical, can feel pain and emotions and can think and can talk if you're allowed to, depending on who you hurt and had died before you died. You may not believe in reincarnation, but that don't mean it's not true. This is what's true right here. The Constitution and the Declaration of Independence. See? The United States Constitution, Declaration of Independence, and Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag and to the republic for which it stands for. I pledge allegiance to God. I don't pledge allegiance to no flag. I pledge allegiance to the human race Ain't no God bless America. God bless the human race, all of us. We don't talk about pushing and fighting this Ireland. This is my land. This is your land. From the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. From the redwood forest. You guys understand that we are destroying the outside of the earth? Because if we ain't actively doing it, we're actively letting it happen. So you think code enforcement can tell you that you got to cut your grass? No, you don't. Code enforcement? What the fuck is code enforcement? Because here in Daytona Beach, there are, what could I call them? Thieves. I checked it out, y'all. Some people came forward and decided to donate their time and effort and created code enforcement. There's only 12 inspectors for the whole city of Daytona Beach. And they only act if a complaint comes in, and the complaint has to be higher than everybody else's complaint. So how did I get to the top of the list? Interesting. For Puerto Ricans that never was in the military, I get no problem with Puerto Ricans. That's a territory of the U.S. But when somebody born in Puerto Rico comes over here and tries to take my house and has my driver's license taken away, I thought code enforcement was going to be able to put a lien on my house and be sold at auction. Apparently, they were in a misunderstanding realm that I'm 100% service connected, PTSD. This is my homestead, and I don't pay taxes. And I get paid every month for the rest of my life. They thought that, what? They're mad because they tried to buy this house. At least that's what the woman across the street said. For 3 weeks, they tried to talk her down on the price. And I've been looking for a year, praying, begging God, only closed doors. Oh, give me whatever. I found this house. That was it. Offered her $2,000 more. She was asking. The house now settling. Cracks are beginning to show. 3 years ago, they said there were no wood-eating organisms, but the whole tree out back had to come down because the whole underneath's ate completely gone. Mice are mice are cutting through the walls and bringing the insulation through. And the house is you can see, y'all, there's ants eating away the house, and there's termites and all kinds of things. But it's also made out of brick. Yeah, it's made out of cinder block. It ain't going nowhere. And probably the reason it's settling is because the ants are underneath of the slab that got poured. Either that or I'm on a sinkhole and it might swallow me whole. Right? They said, side of my house is filthy dirty. The whole fucking city's filthy dirty, bitch. Don't worry about the whole city before you come over here and tell me to fix the side of my house. I don't live in an HOA. 3 years ago, it wasn't a problem. Now, all of a sudden, 3 years later, it's filthy dirty. Oh, that's because of the stucco. The stucco on the side is supposed to be about that thick, chicken wire and all this stuff, because it's supposed to insulate the house from all that heat. Well, somebody just painted it on, scooped it up, pushed it up with those, trowels or something. Good morning. Who's that? Omar Muhammad. Suskilo. Gorilla. Oh. All right. Let me go get this paint out. Hold on.
Watch out!
Give me a second.
What do you guys do? Babies. They're the babies.
Just the babies. All right, let's see. I get this. This one I gotta come out. What do I step on? Do this. Good. Fine. There. Fine. Yeah. Get out. Oh, yeah. Air. Back in here. What do you see? What is it? What do you keep looking at? What?
You know why you're acting like that? It's been sitting down there. You're acting like you couldn't get to it before. So, okay. And then these things, these flyers, okay, okay, all right. Then Jehovah's Witness down the street, he's going to throw out these flyers. This is what the Jehovah's Witnesses believe: life in a peaceful new world. This is why they're not doing anything right now. This is why the Jehovah's Witnesses aren't doing anything right now. Because they're running around cutting down the trees, handing out these things. Look, y'all. Jehovah's Witnesses think they're going to have the same houses, the same kind of clothes, everything that created the evil in this world. See? Now what the dad gonna look like? Wearing a belt, you gonna yank it off and smack some kids behind. This is what they're going around teaching everybody. This. Will this world survive? Well, it won't if the Jehovah's Witnesses keep going around making pictures of atrocities but aren't doing anything about it because they're too busy cutting down paper and creating this.
Unknown caller.
That's the problem. If you see this is going on and this is what you're saying that you're waiting for God to fix, there will be food shortages. So they show a picture of a dying child to prove there will be food shortages instead of taking the money that they use to create this crap to try to bring about Armageddon, because that's exactly what the Jehovah's Witnesses are doing. They're going around trying to tell us that this is normal, that we're supposed to expect this. That if you'll just expect it, you just accept it. One day, as long as you're a Jehovah's Witness, there will be paradise on earth, where you get to live exactly the same way you did before. Ties, suits, and women in dresses. I don't know if y'all remember, but I'm old enough to remember when girls couldn't wear pants to school. We had to wear dresses. Kind of convenient, I think. And then you say Jesus wore a dress. That was a robe. The Irish wear skirts. Nope, those are kilts. You keep on playing semantics. You keep on. Jesus wore a dress. Yeah, but they were all wearing robes back then. Man, y'all act like that was Stone Age shit, y'all. 2,000 years ago, that ain't nothing compared to the amount of worlds that have already existed and the amount of times people have lived and come back and lived and come back and lived and come back. Well, that's if you believe in reincarnation. But I know that the other dimensions are real, and I know magic's real. I've seen it. Yeah. World after world after world, trying to figure out how to stop this pattern of torture. This cycle of doing it over and over and over. It's their turn now, and now it's my turn to do it again. Now it's their turn to do it again. Now it's my turn to do it again. I'm done. God sent me to end it. There ain't gonna be no more patterns like that. Why we got patterns like that anyway? Because people are not really thinking and caring about each other. We want to go outside? That's what? You go outside? Yes, no, maybe. Right. Okay. No? Push. What is it? What is it? What is this? What's wrong with you? Hot. Air conditioner. I gotta call that. AHS. Trash out here. I haven't been able to do anything. Not much, anyway. I ain't been able to do very much. Now I have my hand split open like that. I tried. What is it? What is it? You okay? I'm clean. think there's more air coming in the other through the kitchen area. How much battery life we got left over here? Wait, let's see. All right. Hell yeah. What's up, Susky? All right. All right. Look at there. This one now. Over there. This together. All right. Put this over here. This here. I like the doors looking orange. Not completely, but I like it a lot. I wonder what color. Let's see. A trim. What's going on with you, little baby? I love you. Yes. Mwah. All right. Let's see. All right. This right here, I don't know. It never. It don't. So what I'm gonna do here is. Where does it do? Nope. Hang on a second. Hold on, boo. Just a minute.